In this video, we're going to be using Blue Devil Tropical Colada and the Henson TI22 razor. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And as mentioned before, today we're going to be using Blue Devil Tropical Colada, and I'll show you a picture of it right there. And the reason I'm showing you a picture is I brought samples down here with me so I wouldn't have to bring the full tubs. Now this soap is a little bit pricey. It's $24.87 for 4.4 ounces, or on a cost chart there, $5.65 an ounce. But I think you have to factor in that Australia shipping in that cost, because that is a long way and it is pricey to ship. So you can take that into consideration if you like. The scent on this is very pleasant, probably right knocking on the door of medium, a sort of tropical vibe to it, but not overpowering. A little menthol, pineapple, put the description right there on the screen for you. Very, very pleasant soap to my nose. And this is a tallow-based soap. We'll also put the ingredients for you right there. I've used the soap brand once before. I liked it. I thought it was quite good. And Marion the Barbarian is the one who recommended it to me. And incidentally, he's also the one who sold me this razor, which is the Henson TI22 titanium razor. And this is the aggressive version. These razors run about $249.99 on Henson. They're out of stock right now, but you can sign up for an email option where you can let them know what you're interested in, and they will notify you when they have some ready. And the Henson is a unique design. The way the razor is built, it really torques that blade down very, very tightly. And I did enjoy using this razor. Only used it once. Actually, I used it another time for a head shave. That video hasn't aired yet. I've used it twice. This will make the third time. And we look forward to using it today with our Bic blade. So today we're going to use Bic, and let's get started because it's warm in this bathroom, as you know. And a lot of you have probably noticed that I have had some trouble sleeping. I've looked tired. People have commented on it in the videos. It's just one of those things. There's a lot going on right now, and honestly, there's a lot been going on for a long time. As you know, last year, my mother had her kidney removed, and there was cancer in that kidney, and that's why they removed it. At the same time, my wife had been ill, and she's still ill. She's still on oxygen right now. She's been on oxygen for probably something close to a year now. At nighttime, she doesn't have to use it all the time. They're still trying to figure that out. My dad is disabled and in a wheelchair, so when my mother is sick, it makes it difficult. They need help. And so I'm happy to give that help. My mother-in-law is in latter stage cancer. She's struggling. My nephew, 7 years old, has cancer. He's going through radiation and chemotherapy, and I could go on and on. And the reason I say this is because this is why you're seeing it sort of catch up with me. Just all the stress of dealing with this. And this hobby used to be the place where I came to sort of get away from it. That's why I do these videos, and I still love it with all my heart. I really do. But I have to say, recently, some men who I've known for many years have been fighting over nothing. It has bummed me out. It has made, for me, this not particularly enjoyable to be around some of the folks. And it really hasn't helped. And yesterday I did reach out to these folks and I said, hey, can you please talk to one another? If not for yourselves, as for the rest of us who are in this hobby, because we all know and respect all of you. And maybe you guys don't get along. Maybe you guys tell each other to go fly a kite, but at least deal with it and put it to bed and put an end to it. And basically, they nicely all told me, it wasn't my place. So, the way I see it, this community is my place. So when you bring that mess into this community, which I love, it is my place. And I've grown very tired of it. And it seeks to change some of the relationships I have with people from here on out. And that bums me out, to be honest. It really does. And it comes at the worst possible time. And no one seems to be the one who just simply extends a hand and goes, hey, how do we work this out? Unwilling. And that bums me out. And I really didn't need it. And I'm not trying to make this about me, although I know it sounds like it. But I'm just being very honest. And so, that razor feels nice. That is why I do this. And you folks. I mean, I know I always have you folks, so thank you. But honestly, it's really, really tough to see people you respect arguing, publicly besmirching each other's reputation over nothing. And when I reach out to them, they basically say not interested. It does bother me. And so I hope you all see this, and I hope you know, yeah, you are part of the problem. And everything that I have on me, you're compounding, so thank you. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because I really should be talking about this fine razor and soap. But I'm going to say one final thing, because I have done these kind of things in the past. I regret it. I regret being foolish. I regret being prideful. I regret not listening, not extending my hand to people. So I always make it a point now to try to do that as much as I can. I'm not perfect, but I hope you guys will follow my example. Last year I had a situation where I was in a disagreement with an individual, and we talked. And we couldn't come to an agreement, but we did not bring it public, and we did not besmirch each other's reputation. And that's okay if you guys don't want to work it out. But maybe you can come to that agreement. Follow my example. Do it for the hobby. If you don't care about yourselves, if you don't care about each other, do it for the rest of us in the hobby. That's what I'm asking of you. I'm sorry, because now I'm both sad and angry. But anyway, let's get to the shave. And I apologize for bringing that on here, because we like to keep it positive, but it's really bumming me out. So, the razor feels excellent with the Bic blade here. I get some blade feel, not a ton. The blade is very sharp. It feels very nice and smooth. And this soap is really nice. It's a nice quality soap. It's easy to work with. The consistency is not uber soft. I like that a lot. I think it's a really nice soap, and I'm thankful to Marion for bringing it to my attention. It's made in Australia, and it is very nice, as is this razor. Very nice indeed. Yeah, that was a nice first pass. And again, I apologize to all you viewers for that. I couldn't help myself. It's weighed on me so heavily along with everything else. And I normally don't bring that kind of stuff on here. But it just really has weighed on me heavily. It's bumming me out, and it's going to affect relationships. And I'm very sad about that. I don't know. So, let's get back to the shave here. By the way, the AP Shave Co is a brush, which is very nice. A little bit of menthol in this soap, I do believe, and I'm enjoying that for sure. So my mom did get out of the hospital, but basically they don't know, what it is. They did a bone marrow biopsy. We're waiting on the results, for those of you who have wondered about that. And all these things that I mentioned before have been weighing on me, but the hobby has been a way to sort of, do something to take your mind off it. And, the things that have been happening recently with these people fighting has made it not a joyful place. And so I would like it to be what it was, Look at that. That's good stuff. There's always some joy to be found in everything, I guess. Very nice. Very nice. All right. I'm liking it. I do think this is a good quality soap. A little on the pricey side, but again, it's coming from Australia. You have to consider that. And if you get it from the razor company, it's going to be free shipping if you're in the US, because they have $10. If you spend at least $10, you get free shipping, which is awesome value in my opinion. And man, I could just lather this stuff all day. Really easy to use. And again, that's a recurring theme here on the channel is we don't want to be using stuff that's finicky. Life is too short to be using finicky soaps, in my opinion. All right, let's get going with pass 2. We'll try to keep it to 2 passes with cleanup again today, because it's kind of kind of warm in here. What I did last night was I showered at night so I wouldn't warm up the bathroom too much prior to doing this shave, so it's not quite as warm as yesterday. But it's still warm. I'm really digging this razor. It feels really nice. The aluminum version I tried at Marion's. It didn't have much blade feel, but it was an effective shaver. And I do like blade feel, so it's a different kind of razor to use because you don't feel a ton of blade, but it manages to be effective. And that's sort of an odd combination. Got the sink still running here, I need to turn that off. Very nice, very nice. The Bic blade in here is quite smooth as well. Feels sharp, smooth. I can't recall if I've ever used Bic blades before. I don't think so, but I can tell you it's feeling nice. That's excellent. So the gear today is fantastic. I may not be today, but the gear is. And again, let me just apologize to everybody for letting my emotions run over there. Trust me, I'm not perfect in this hobby, and at times before, I've not respected the hobby by fighting with people and being childish and foolish and, you know, infantile, and I regret all of that. I'll tell you that right now. And I'm very, very frank and open about mistakes of the past and fighting with folks, and this is why you don't see me doing it now. I've learned, you know. I'm telling you, this is a place where you can really enjoy yourself. Most of the people are overwhelmingly kind and compassionate. You have these little ruckuses every now and then, but for the most part, people are kind and compassionate. On that video where I made the update about coming down here, about my mother, the outpouring of love and affection, I just can't thank you enough. All the kind words, all the people with caring, sending private messages. I've gotten many messages of support. People asking if there's anything they can do. Vendors, regular people, texts. I'm humbled. I'm very humbled by that. And I'm very grateful. And at the same time, I'm irritated. I'm irritated with the part that's bumming me out. But I'm never going to give up on this hobby as long as I'm able to do it. People will come and go, obviously, but the hobby will remain. And when I'm finished, when I'm no longer able to do it, I will want to have left a positive footprint on it and have helped people find it and help people enjoy it. You know, that's really what I've wanted, and I've always wanted to enjoy myself. And when my enjoyment starts going this way, I start getting irritated. And I'm pretty stressed. And so, you know, all those things pile on top of each other. And then, you know, me reaching out and asking as a friend to those folks, and then basically telling me to go fly a kite in a nice way. Don't get me wrong. You know, I was just, I don't know, it bums me out. But again, on the same token, I realize it's not my fight, so to speak. But when you bring it out here into this, it is. Oh man, that was despite being emotional, angry, a little bit of everything, that was an excellent shave. The gear today, top notch. And I'm really sad that I didn't get to talk more about this great soap and razor and brush today, because it's really awesome. All right, let me stop it and then we'll rinse. We'll come back and we'll try to up the tempo, or at least up our mood a little bit with a great splash. Stay tuned. And all right, we are back and off cam. We didn't use the alum because I forgot it once again. I've been so out of it. I'm not firing on all cylinders, but I did use the Magic Made by Witches. This is Thayer's Witch Hazel Cucumber in a spray bottle, and that was mighty enjoyable, as was the shave today. The Blue Devil Tropical Colada, to me, slightly under medium scented, pleasant scent with a little menthol, good quality. Big thumbs up. I like Blue Devil. It is good stuff. The Henson TI22, even though it has that long handle, it feels extremely well balanced. I really like this razor. I got an excellent shave with it. Used the Bic blade, our AP Shave Co brush, Captain's Choice bowl. And by the way, look at the amount of product I have left there still in the center. That's one of the things about this soap. You don't need a ton of it like some of the softer, goopier soaps. We're gonna finish it out today with the Undersea, which again, my mother really likes this, so I'm gonna put it on and she will enjoy that, and that will bring a smile to my face. And all of you in this hobby who are doing things in a positive way also bring a smile to my face. I realize that we can't all be happy and shot through a cannon all the time, but let's get along. Let's make this a place where it's welcoming, where people are respect one another, where we try our best to be decent people. Less of this, more of this, in my opinion. We don't need that chest pounding and people with their pride, and we just don't need it. We need more of this, being gracious, being humble, being decent folks. And I've learned this over time. Follow my example. Don't do what I used to do. Do what I do now. That challenge goes out to all of you. And for those of you who keep it that way, who keep it up, thank you. I appreciate you. You mean a lot to me. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way. And as always, God bless.